everybody. Welcome back to Therapy Playground. I'm Jenny and I'm an occupational therapist here.
And I'm Rachel, a speech-language pathologist.
Today we're going to learn about speech and language pathology. So Rachel, could you start off by telling us what speech and language pathology is?
I sure can. First things first, a speech-language pathologist is oftentimes referred to as an SLP for short. Other times you might even hear that we are referred to as speech therapist. Either one is fine. We work with a wide variety of age groups, all the way from birth to adulthood, and specifically we diagnose and treat delays or disorders involving a wide variety of areas, such as speech sound disorders, language, social communication skills, voice, fluency, which is also known as stuttering to most people, cognitive communication, as well as swallowing and feeding. So it's a really, really wide scope, and a lot of times what you'll find is that an SLP is going to have more or less experience depending on what they've seen throughout their career.
Gotcha, you guys cover a lot.
Yes, we have a very general, wide knowledge base on all those areas. Yeah.
Neat. So what kind of schooling do you need to become an SLP?
Great question. So unfortunately you can't just get your bachelor's, you have to go on to get your master's. So you're looking at about 6 years of school total. And then you have to get your clinical fellowship year completed, which is where you're going to practice, but under the supervision of a licensed SLP. Following that time, you can apply to get your certification through ASHA, which is our national organization. That stands for American Speech, Language, and Hearing Association. And once you get that certification, you are good to go.
Great.
Yeah.
So what kind of personality traits do you think are necessary to have if you're wanting to become an SLP?
And again, another great question. So again, I think you're going to need to be flexible because you never know when something's going to change. It's very important to be patient. You need to be dependable. They need to be able to count on you to be there, to provide them with support. And you need to make it fun. I mean, let's be honest.
Definitely.
Yeah, like nobody wants to do anything unless it's fun.
Yeah.
And another really great quality to have, I think, is not to only be knowledgeable about the subject, but it's to be willing to learn. You've got to be willing to ask those hard questions when you don't know the answer, because the truth is, the research is changing every day. And so I think it's really important that you're willing to learn and take that next step.
Definitely. You made so many great points today, and thank you so much for enlightening us about speech and language pathology.
You are so welcome. And I would highly encourage everybody to go check out ASHA's website. That's www.asha.org, because you can get lots of great information on our field, and you can even find out things such as if you need a bilingual therapist, for example, they can provide you with a list of bilingual therapists in the area. And you can also check out to see if your SLP is certified. That's another really important thing to look at if you're already getting services, is to check that out.
Oh, that's such a good resource.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that with everybody, and thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.